What's up, boys? This is Contango coming at you from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And today we are doing Italy Turn 1. So this is the game, the alternate universe game that I'm playing against Corporal Clegg and Piloto. So we're on to Italy's turn. And so let's just, I guess, start with a little flyby of what's going on the board. You can see that Germany went after France on the first turn. US is very heavily coming on this side, probably going to head over there maybe to try to save that UK city, or maybe they're coming down here, or maybe they're going to go against Japan, who knows, but a lot of stuff over there. So yeah, so Italy is up. The UK did push into, what is this, PA9. Yeah, so that was, I got pretty lucky on the dice rolls there. Thankfully, I was able to keep that territory, but you can see it's completely wiped out. Russia moving mostly north and bought 7 tanks on the first turn. China just kind of consolidating and backing up. Japan going after just the UK and France. Yeah, so that's where we sit coming into Italy's turn. On the first turn, here is kind of some summary information. See the axes are getting a little bit closer in income, but it's still a long way to go. So let's see what Italy can do. So first things first, actually, really first things first. When Corporal Clegg did the UK turn, he forgot to do the convoy disruption on this territory down here. So we're going to quick roll that out. So that's why there's 2 IPCs sitting there, because that's what he could possibly lose. So we're going to roll 2 dice for that German sub. And they both miss. So Corporal Clegg is going to be able to keep that money. So I think that puts the UK at $50 or something like that, 50 IPCs. So let me just set that to the side. Okay, as for purchases, they're up here for $13 for 13 IPCs. Italy is purchasing 1 transport and 1 sub, so they're saving the 1 IPC on the left. Started with 14. So it looks like we're going to be able to keep everything in one shot here, hopefully. So on to, well, I guess, declaration of war. Italy is declaring war on France. They were already at war with the UK, so they don't need to do that. And then let's go ahead with combat moves. So first thing is this sub in C-Zone 85 is going to move up into C-Zone 70 with that French cruiser. This transport in 86 is going to pick up 1 infantry off of the island, and the tank from I-5, I believe that is. They're going to come down here to UK 30 from C-Zone 98. Then they're also from I-5. The transport in C-Zone 75 is going to pick up an infantry and an artillery and come to the same place. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank headed into UK 30. This tactical bomber from I-5 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and have 1 movement left and participate in that battle. This fighter from I-5 is going to go 1, 2, 3 into the battle with the cruiser and have 2 movement left, as well as this tactical bomber from C-Zone 75. It's going to go 1, 2 and have 2 movement left. Okay, in F8, all these units, except for the AA gun from I-4, we're going to head in there. So that's 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Also, the tank and the mechanized infantry from I-2 are going to roll through I-4. head into F8. Then the fighter and the bomber from I1, I believe it is, the one with the city, are going to go 1, 2, 3, and also attack that. So the bomber will have 4 movement remaining. The fighter will have 2 movement remaining. So then in UK 22, we are moving in with the artillery, the 4 infantry, the tank, and that's it. So remaining in UK 21 is going to be the AA gun and 1 mechanized infantry. And then also this mechanized infantry from I1 is going to go through I2 to get to UK 22. All right, so what else do we need? We need these two, the battleship and the 2 cruisers. Or, well, the battleship and the cruiser from C-Zone 86 are coming down to C-Zone 98 to assist with that battle. And the cruiser from 74 is going to do the same thing. So that'll be 3 bombardment shots. And I think that's it for combat moves. Let me just pause it here. Check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Check my notes. Be right back. Okay, so I think I'm good with everything. So let's go ahead and roll this out. Clear off some of these arrows first of all. Okay, so I guess we should start with the Amphibious Assault down here in UK 30. So we've got 3 infantry, British infantry defending against 2 infantry, artillery, tank, tactical bomber, and then the 3 ships that are going to be bombarding. So I'm just going to leave that on there. All right, so we've got 1 unsupported infantry. Can you see this? Yes, okay. 1 infantry and artillery pair, 1 tank, and 1 tactical bomber. Then we've got a battleship bombardment and 2 cruiser bombardments. So we got 5 hits, which is more than enough. All right, so the defenders are going to have 3 at 2. One hit. Okay. So the Italians are going to lose 1 infantry, the British are going to lose 3. All right, so next, let's do this battle in C-Zone 70 with the sub, the fighter, and the tactical bomber against the French cruiser. So we'll do the sub first, in case it gets a surprise strike, and it misses. So then we'll do the fighter and the tactical bomber, and they all miss. So the cruiser also missed. All right, so the sub is going to go again, and it's going to get a hit. So the cruiser will not get to roll back. All right, so goodbye to the French cruiser. All right, so let's do this UK 22. We're going to have 4 unsupported infantry, infantry and artillery pair, and then a tank. All right, so 4 unsupported infantry, infantry and artillery, and then a tank. Right? Yeah, okay. And we got 2 hits, so all we needed was 1. So then the British infantry misses. So far so good. I've only lost 1 unit, so hopefully F8 goes all right. Okay, so we've got 4 unsupported infantry artillery pair, a tank, a fighter, and a bomber. All right, so 4 unsupported infantry, infantry and artillery pair, a tank and a fighter, and a bomber. And we only got 1 hit. So that is unfortunate. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of probably the French infantry. So that's probably what I would do. So I'm going to assume Corporal Clegg would do the same in Piloto. Okay, so in retaliation, there are 4 infantry and 1 artillery. Getting 2 hits. All right, so we already got rid of the French infantry. We need to get rid of 2 Italian infantry. All right, so I'm liking this battle less now, but we're going to go again. So 2 unsupported infantry this time. Infantry and artillery pair, a tank, a fighter, and a bomber. So we got 2 hits there. So I am going to take, this is what I would do, so hopefully you guys would agree, but I'm going to take 1 British infantry and the French artillery. I know most people like to keep artillery, but I feel like in this case it's better to keep British, but hopefully that's what they would do. Okay, so we have, for the defenders, we have 4 remaining. 2 more hits. Okay, so I take the 2 infantry. And I've got to think about what I want to do here now. If I want to keep going or not. Okay, I'm going to pause it while I think. All right, so I think the Italians are going to retreat out of there. That did not go very well for us. So they're going to retreat back to I4 and leave those 2 British infantry. Okay, so I think that's all of our combat moves. I don't think I missed anything. So into non-combat. So first things are this carrier is going to come down. Actually, carrier and destroyer from C-Zone 75 are going to come down to C-Zone 98. This tactical bomber that was in UK 30 is going to land on the carrier. Okay. This sub from C-Zone 74 is going to go over here to C-Zone 84. This destroyer from 74 is going to join the rest of the fleet down here in 98. Transport from 70, is that 70? 72 is going to go to 74. The fighter that was in F8 is going to come up here to I4. The bomber from F8 is going to go to I5. The anti-aircraft gun from I-1 is going to go into I-5. This mechanized infantry from UK-21 is going to go into UK-22, along with the anti-aircraft gun. These 3 infantry from I-2 are going to move into I-4. The 3 infantry and artillery from I-3 are going to move into I-4. So everything's kind of piling into there. From I-1, the artillery and 6 infantry are going to go to I-2. From, what's this, I-6, 1 infantry is going to go into I-1, and the other is going to go into I-5. And then we've still got these planes over in C-Zone 70. They are going to go to PA-9. So 2 movement left, so through that French territory up to PA-9. All right, let me just pause it for a minute, see if I'm missing anything. All right, so I do see one thing that I forgot here, and that is I want to move this AA gun from I-4 into PX-7 and pick up those 2 infantry. Put a roundel on there. And then we can place our new units. So both the transport and the sub are going into C-Zone 74. Okay, and then, so income-wise, Italy should be going up 1, 2, 3, 4. The UK down 4. So I have the UK at 45. Italy at 13. Why is it at, yeah. Sorry, that's not 13, 18. And then one more for Italy for the pro axis. Okay, so Italy should not have any national objectives, I don't think. Let me just quick check that. All right, so yeah, definitely no national objectives for Italy, so they should be collecting 19. They had 1 left over, so that leaves them at, these are 5s. Italy should be at 20 cash on hand. So I think that's everything. No convoy raids this time that I can see. So let's just do one quick little fly over the map so we can see where everything is. Then I'll call out the units. Okay, so in UK 30, we have 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank. In C-Zone 98, we have 2 transports, 2 cruisers, a battleship, 2 destroyers, aircraft carrier, and a tactical bomber. In C-Zone 84, 1 sub. In C-Zone 70, 1 sub. In PA-9, up there, we have a fighter and a tactical bomber. In C-Zone 74, we have 2 transports and 1 sub. In I-5, we have 1 bomber, 2 AA guns, and 4 infantry, also a German fighter. In I-1, we have 1 Italian infantry, 1 German infantry, and 1 German AA gun. In I-2, we have 6 infantry, 1 artillery. In I-4, we have 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 tank, 1 mechanized infantry, and 1 fighter. In PX-7, we have 2 infantry, 1 AA gun. in UK 22, we have 4 infantry, 1 AA gun, 1 artillery, 2 mechanized infantry, and 1 tank. So I think that covers it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. So I think that's it. And so Piloto should be coming up next with ANZAC and France. So good luck. I'll talk to you later.